What's up, YouTube? I got a STASIS Warlock build video here. This is the main build I've been using for Renegades, so I wanted to kind of go through it and explain how the build works and everything that's going on. There's a lot of synergies and different interactions going on. But overall, I've been enjoying this build a lot, and I've had a lot of fun with it. So let me know what you guys think. We're going to be using pure Stasis, and Winter's Wrath is the only super option we have. The good news is it did get buffed in Renegade, so it's doing a lot more damage than it did before. For abilities, you want to use Healing Rift, any jump you like, Penumbral Blast, but you're not going to be using your melee often, and Dustfield Grenade, just because the lowest cooldown grenade. Aspects is going to be Glacial Harvest, mainly for the Frost Armor, and then Bleak Watcher, because this will be a Rime Coat build, so we'll be trying to throw as many Bleak Watcher turrets as possible. For the Fragments, you want to use Whisper of Shards, which will give you improved grenade regeneration whenever you shatter the stasis crystals that your Rime Coat Bleak Watcher turrets will make. Whisper of Torment is going to give you grenade energy every time you take damage, which is just going to happen as you're playing the game. And when you have Frost Armor, you'll get even more grenade energy. Whisper of Rime improves the Frost Armor, and then Whisper of Conduction will make all the stasis shards that are made track to you just automatically, so you don't have to go out and go grab them. The main weapon for this build is the new exotic sword, the Pracic blade. This weapon is very good, it's very strong, and the customizations you want for this are balanced form with impact core and hyperblade. The hyperblade is important because it's going to grant amplified on stasis, and amplified gives you more damage resist and makes it harder for enemies to hit you, in addition to making you move faster. For the armor, you want to focus on 100 grenade, 100 class, and then weapons as high as you can possibly get it. So you're probably looking at gunner gear and specialist gear. The set piece and the armor set that I've been using currently is the Swordmaster set, which you get from Pinnacle Ops. This set bonus pairs very well with the Pracic blade. Alternatively, you can use the Bushido set or the Tech Sec set as well, but I want to say those are currently not available to get as of the recording of this video, although I believe Bungie did say there will be ways to get old Portal gear at some point in the future. But Swordmaster set is probably the best set, which you can farm now. Now the mods are pretty important, so the helmet mods, we're going to run 2 special ammo finders just to help maintain the Praxic blade ammo, and then a kinetic siphon to make orbs with our sword. Arms is going to be 2 bolstering detonation mods, which will give you class ability energy every time your Bleak Watcher grenade hits an enemy, which is basically all the time. This mod does have a cooldown, but essentially what happens is it will be activating on cooldown because you'll have a lot of turrets on the field. Last mod is Grenade Kickstart. I think they need to buff those mods, but we're using it anyways. On the chest is Charged Up, and then your appropriate damage resist mod for whatever activity you're playing, and then kinetic ammo generation just to help make more ammo for your Praxic blade. Boots is pretty important. You want to use stacks on stacks and elemental charge. This will make it so that the stasis shards generated will give you armor charge, and they'll give you 2 stacks of armor charge. And Bungie recently removed the stasis shard cooldown, so you can basically just make infinite shards, and these shards will track to you, and then they'll give you armor charge, and that armor charge will feed Grenade Kickstart to give you more Bleak Watcher turrets. And it's a nice gameplay loop there. The last mod is pretty flexible. I'm using Innervation just for a little bit more grenade energy on orb pickup. For the class item, you want to use 2 bomber mods so that whenever you rift, you get a chunk of grenade energy, and then distribution for even more grenade energy, plus some super energy and melee energy. So that is the build. Let me just show the most important part, which is the fashion. But yeah, that's the build. That's how it works. So the gameplay loop is to throw Bleak Watcher, and then use your Praxic blade, shatter the crystals, activate your rifts, and rinse and repeat. Yeah, build is very, very tanky. There's a lot of DR and damage resist, so hopefully you guys try the build. There'll be a dim link for the build down below, and let me know if you guys enjoyed the build.